Hey everyone, hi, how are you? For those of you who do not know me, hello, my name is Winter, and welcome back to those of you who have been here. Um, so, this is a collective message, and a collective message is when your spirit guides, your higher selves, your ancestors, your angels, guardian angels, they they pull you in to hear a message, whether or not it's based on your astrological sign or collective. They really all come together to form one collective voice to deliver you your individual messages, whether or not you're watching a reading that's based on like astrological birth chart or whatever it may be. And so it's not a personal reading. So every single message in the entire reading may not resonate, and if not, that's perfectly fine. It just means that certain messages that don't resonate with you will resonate with someone else. But then there are times when the whole entire reading can resonate. But just take note of the messages, even if they don't appear to resonate at the moment. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's because like it's something that is you're going to need to hear in the future, regardless, or need to know regarding the future. Regardless, just really take what resonates with you, and then release anything that may not resonate. But let's go ahead and get into this. Also, real quick, if you are interested in your own personal private reading with me, you still have time to enter. All you have to do is be subscribed, like any of the videos from the month of January, and comment. And when you comment, starting next month, I'm going to have everyone that wants to be entered to receive a free 15-minute reading, that when you do comment, just make sure to leave a crystal ball emoji, because I'm going to randomly choose a video and then randomly choose a comment with the crystal ball emoji to win a free 15-minute reading. Just so that I know, like, those are the ones that are wanting, the chance to win a free 15-minute reading. But as of right now, because like I literally just decided that I wanted to do that, literally just, came up with that idea to do it that way. If you have commented in other videos, it doesn't matter. Like, you could still be chosen to win if you didn't leave a crystal ball emoji, because I literally just came up with that on doing it that way, so that I know that those people are most interested in a chance to win a free 15-minute reading. And then also, of course, if you're interested in your own personal private reading, you can reach out to me by sending me an email or sending me a text and just saying, hey, Winter, would like to book a reading. Can you, tell me how to do that, or can you give me like your price list or whatever? Because I do offer live one-on-one video calls, like through FaceTime or Google Meeting, as well as private video uploads. So let us go ahead and get into the reading. I'm going to use the singing bowl, and I know that a lot of people just want to hurry up and hear the reading, and if you feel drawn to just, go ahead and skip on to the actual reading, that's perfectly fine. But if you just take a moment to listen to the singing bowl, and listen to the prayer, this will help ground your energy and connect you with the reading more, and help to open you up to receive the messages. And it really only takes a minute. So just listening to the singing bowl, telling your spirit guides, your angels. You can tell or ask the universe or even God, your ancestors, to help align you to this message, to bring you information or messages, clarity that is of your highest good. And you can envision a healing light surrounding you, enveloping you. You can breathe that light in and then exhale any stale, stagnant, unwanted energy. Out into the cosmos where it can no longer harm anyone. Thank you, Divine Source Energy, Divine Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, Angels, Archangels, Ascendant Masters of Light and Love, Ancestors of the Highest Good, Angelic Higher Light Beings. I call to you now and invite you here into this sacred space to help me grasp messages and answers to any and all souls that find their way to this message. May everyone involved in this reading feel and be safe and loved. I thank you for assisting me to connect with my higher self so that I may see, hear, feel, and know the messages that you have today. May the messages received here today be of value and bring blessings to all involved. Thank you for using the cards that are used here today as tools to communicate, bringing forward honest, accurate, trustworthy answers and messages that come only from the divine, that are only of the greatest and highest good and to the harm of none. And thank you for the accuracy on my part as well, with peace, love, light, and gratitude. So it is. Namaste. So I am getting a message that I am channeling for a few of you, maybe even several of you, or getting something about like something being a chore for you. So maybe it's something that you once loved has now become like a chore. This could be like your job or like a relationship, sex for some of you. But there is something now that you feel has become very maybe monotonous, or maybe it's just life in general feels this way for you. But I'm going to get one. So you guys that have been around for a while know that I've been really interested in learning more about astrology. I am going to ask if any of you would like to allow me to practice my astrology readings, to please reach out to me. It would be free, of course, to just let me practice my astrology readings. I just need a couple, so if you're interested in letting me do that, please send me an email. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit, angels, archangels, ascendant masters, ancestors, spirit guides, higher light beings. Please come here, guide this reading. Show me clearly what I need to see for the collective spirit, the collective of souls that you are drawing into this reading through time and space. Which card in this deck best represents what's currently going on? Spirit, what is the message for those viewers of this reading? Spirit, you know who's watching, you know who will watch, who's watching right now at this moment. Spirit, I keep seeing children, so there could either be like children are a factor in some form or fashion in your life right now. possibly grandchildren, or maybe someone is even acting childlike or immature. Maybe you feel like the parent in a relationship or in general. We've got moon in Pisces. Some of you could have moon in Pisces, which I'm actually, my moon sign is Pisces. Or you could have Pisces anywhere in your chart or dealing with a Pisces, or there's a lot of Pisces energy. So maybe even like watching like some Pisces based horoscope readings or something like that. Or maybe we need to do a Pisces reading. But whether or not you've got Pisces in your chart or not, there is this Piscean energy. And it says traditionally ruled by lofty Jupiter and dreamy Neptune. Also too, you may be in a very dreamy energy right now, or like where you're just kind of fantasizing or daydreaming about a person, a situation, a life, your life in general, or some sort of goals that you have for yourself. It says Pisces moon is psychically in tune, creative and sentimental by nature. So you may be really embracing these energies right now where you're just being very sentimental in life, or like you're very sensitive right now. Maybe you're just sensitive in general, or like your feelings tend to get hurt very easily, or you're just in this energy of being very empathic, or you are yourself an empath no matter what your astrological placements are. It says this can create contradictory feelings within. So you may be feeling like at odds with yourself about a person or a situation. The Pisces moon needs to learn how to separate emotional fantasy from actual reality. And maybe that's what you're dealing with right now in some situation in your life where you're having to have that separation. And it says as well as fact from fiction. So maybe you're trying to figure out or trying to discern fact from fiction right now. Or like trying to figure out what's real and what isn't regarding your emotions as well. And right now, like it's a time where you need to be able to swim freely, you're focusing on just living an overall happy life, and just like this energy of, well, life doesn't have to be so hard. I feel like you may be going through some sort of transformation right now, because we do have Pluto on the bottom of the deck, which rules Scorpio. And Scorpio is a very intense energy. So some of you may really be feeling some very intense highs and lows, or ups and downs. You're really moving into this energy of stepping into power and gaining control over your emotions. Kind of like a bit of a rebirth. Some of you could be dealing with Scorpio energy, maybe even some Gemini energy. I've got some Capricorn here, a lot of Scorpio, another Scorpio right here. It's a lot of, you may be dealing or coming across as very mysterious to people right now, because Scorpios can be a bit like mysterious. And or you could be dealing with someone who you just can't figure them out, like you may be saying to yourself, like, WTF, I did a reading the other day where I was really channeling the messages for you guys, and I was saying the F word, and I try my best not to use that kind of language here on this platform. So I did want to apologize for that, you guys. But a lot of times when I'm channeling and I'm like channeling certain energies, I can't help it. So, but anyway, so you may be saying like WTF about a person or a situation. I do feel like many of you, with all this Pisces and Scorpio energy coming out, no matter what your placements are, you are this human lie detector, right? And And so like you are in this energy of being able to tell or trying to figure out what's bullshit and what's not, you know. You may be feeling that someone, it's like your spidey senses are up and you may be feeling like someone is not being completely forthcoming or like not sharing their feelings, or maybe they do have a secret. There's this something about like combative, argumentative type of energy where maybe you have been dealing with someone who's been a bit combative towards you. Seeing a lot of lust energy, lusty energy. So things maybe you're feeling more like you're reminiscing on past sexual experiences, or there's someone that you're dealing with that could be like reminiscing about these past sexual experiences that you have shared, or you know, there's this energy of like desiring and wanting. So there may be you know, a romantic partner, maybe your person is like really wanting to be very sexual towards you, or vice versa, or it could be both of you, or you're just coming across as very like you're kind of exuding this raw like sexual energy, whether like you realize it or not. Someone here doesn't know what you want, because I literally just heard spirit like someone around you saying, I don't know what you want. That's not going to be for everyone, but it's like a conversation. Either this person is like, I just don't know what they want, or they may have literally said, I don't know what you want from me. Or maybe that's been the case for you with someone else. But there's this energy of like, I don't know what else I can do. I don't know what else they want from me. And as I take the deck out of the box, I've got the Twin Flame card on the bottom of the deck. So look, there's that surrender. Like, I surrender. I just, like somebody waving the white flag. I don't know what you want, you know. You may have maybe deciding like you're just kind of like where there's been this tug of war, or like this power struggle where with that white flag, like you're just surrendering. You're like, F it, I give up. Like you can, you know, I give up, you win. Like that type of energy with a person or a situation, whether you've actually said that or I'm also seeing too someone cutting ties with family or a family member or like siblings. You may also be waiting for an apology or waiting for someone to communicate and say, like, to make amends, whether it's a family member, a friend, a lover, you know, parent, sibling, something along those lines, an ex-partner. But visionary here, I really feel like there's a lot of energy about you right now, or in this very dreamy, daydreamy energy about the future, visualizing the future and being like daydreaming about you know, what you want out of life, or maybe it's regarding a relationship or a career, and like, you know, just kind of like daydreaming or fantasizing about the future. I guess this visionary here, it's card number 36, which would reduce to a 9. 369 may be significant for some of you. Oh my God. Also too, we've got card number 54, which reduces to a 9. So a lot of 9s here. And this is victim mentality. So you may be also too waiting for someone that is like trapped in their mind. Or is like someone here who's constantly blaming other people. But like, if you've been dealing with a situation where there's been some stagnancy with either a relationship or like your career has been a bit stagnant and you've just kind of been waiting for something to happen. You've been visualizing this for your future with either this person or situation, and it's just been very stuck. This person has like maybe has there's like this sense of blame or like putting blame. I feel like there's finally starting to see the light, finally starting to understand or gain an understanding. As I say, finally starting to see the light, the light just broke through the clouds outside, and like this, the sun just illuminated my face, like got all up in my eyes. You may also be starting to understand yourself or understand your situation. If not now, you will. I do feel like some of you have been dealing with a false twin flame where there was a lot of intense emotions at the beginning, very fiery, exciting, may even been a lot of infatuation, and it was like this kind of daydreamy, energy, and now it's kind of like this energy of wishing that it could go back to the way that it was, but it was a false twin flame. It ended up causing or is causing a lot of emotional distress because this person here is stuck in victim mentality. They may be doing like putting the blame on you. You're the reason why the relationship failed. And I'm not saying you are, I'm just saying that's this person saying this, saying, well, you're the reason this relationship failed, or you're the reason why this has happened. You may be gaslighting you, or like still has not been able, I feel like you're dealing with someone who has not been able to hold themselves accountable for their actions. And it's like this person is like a martyr, feels like a martyr. And it's like someone here is feeling hopeless, helpless, feeling like there's nothing they can do. You may even be feeling this way as well about something, like no matter what you do, you can't push something forward or push the relationship forward. There's a sense of like finding acceptance. Maybe you just need to accept that you're dealing with a person who is in this victim mentality, or you just need to figure out how to like release yourself from something or someone. Ego driven. Yeah, like, oh my God, dealing with this person or someone here it's all about them. Dealing with someone here, I feel like you are trying to think positive. Or like you have this vision for the future, you're fantasizing about the future. But there's this person who, okay, so we've got cosmic love. So I do feel like you're dealing, like you are connected with your twin in the 5D. And regardless of how a person is acting here in the 3D with this ego driven, regardless of that, Spirit is saying that you're connected with them in the 5D, regardless of what they're doing here in the 3D. And I know that for some of you, that's like, well, that's not enough for me, like, I don't care. But this is just still giving you this sense of confirmation. There's been this very intense, strong feelings. It's almost indescribable. Like, you may not even be able to say why you are with a person, or why you love them, or why you still care about them, or why you would even want to have a future with them. And it's because, because here in the 3D it doesn't make sense, but it's because you are already together in the 5D. So there still is that connection. I felt drawn to this one. Drinking the Kool-Aid. I feel like also too, I want to point out that card number 36 would reduce to a 9. Card number 17, which would reduce to an 8. And card number 52, which would reduce to a 7. So with the numbers 7, 8, 9, there is progress being made, even though you don't see it now. I do feel like some of you are dealing with a person who is listening to other people. You know, listening, like there may be outside influences like family members, like maybe arranged marriages, or there is like this person here, you're dealing with someone who cares too much what other people think with that drinking the Kool-Aid. Someone who is a follower who does not have the strength or the courage to go their own way. You could be also dealing with a person who listened to rumors about you, who listened to what other people said that they should do about their life, and telling them what to believe about you, about the connection, making them think it wasn't real. Or this could even be you listening to other people tell you that your connection isn't real. Or there could be other people trying to tell you that this isn't real, you just need to leave it alone. I do feel like with this masquerade right here, there you are dealing with someone who's hiding the way that they feel because they care too much about what other people think, or someone else. There's someone who is attempting or has already been hiding their authentic intentions because of what other people think. And we do have inner child on the bottom of the deck. So it's like, and this even says, going inside to explore our authentic feelings and parts of us that may have been projected and labeled as inappropriate or too much by others, especially by our caregivers. Many of you have had to deal with that. Also, it's card number 23, which would reduce to a 5. So a lot of conflict within yourself, or you're dealing with a person here who is they're living behind a mask. And again, this could be you that's living behind this mask, that is afraid of being authentic because of what was projected on them as a child. I do feel like many of you are also dealing with a person who is, wearing a mask and trying to act as though they're happy, act as though life is grand with this masquerading, acting as though they're happy or appearing happy, when in reality, they are feeling utterly alone and miserable. But it is because there are other people telling them what they should do, how they should live their life, how things need to be, or vice versa. There's this energy of focusing too much on the 3D, whether or not you're dealing with a person who's like ego driven, all about the 3D, or you're dealing with a person who feels this way about you. That you care too much about impressing people, or you're dealing with a person who cares too much about impressing others. But with this Destiny card, it's card number 33, and then we've got triggered card number 77. You were destined to meet whoever this is for you. You were destined to meet them. You were meant to trigger insecurities within one another. You were meant to make one another uncomfortable so that you could break barriers within yourself and within the other person. You were meant to be able to remove obstacles. I also am getting like some same-sex type of energy for some of you. Of course, not all of you, but for some of you. There's this sense of you could be dealing with a person who is your person may deal with attraction to the same sex. Like if you're, this is just for example, if you're a female, you may have a partner or an ex that is a male that is attracted to males, but they cover that up or have covered that up because they were told when they were younger that it was wrong, and so they care too much about what other people think, and they don't want to appear to be wrong or sinful or whatever it is. That's not for everyone, but I do feel like many of you are dealing with a partner like that, or it's like and even if this person is sexually attracted to you, and still want, and is intimate with you and all of that, I still feel like many of you are dealing with that, whether you realize it or not. And many of you would never know unless the person actually told you, because they have gotten so good at living this lie. And again, we have illusions here and sentimentality. I can't pronounce words. I don't know why I cannot pronounce words. I just sentimentality. I couldn't say marrying the other day. I still can't even say it, but there's this energy of like having a hard time letting go of a person or a situation because of memories or the experience with them. And so that may cause like this energy of like idolizing the situation, avoiding a difficult truth because of the sentiment between the two of you. This illusions card is card number 43, which we reduced to a 7. And the 7 of Cups does represent illusions. Because I do feel like you are, sentimental by nature, because the moon in Pisces is showing up here. Again, you don't have to have moon in Pisces, but there's that energy of moon in Pisces, which is a very sentimental energy. And twice we've got sentiment. So I do feel like you are a very sentimental person. You may have a hard time letting go of things or people. You may just be very connected or energetically connected to the past memories. but regardless, like, you were destined to meet a person, this person in your life, whoever this is resonating with you for, whether it's a current person or a past person. This false twin flame was meant to come into your life and shower you with attention. Borderline obsession, a lot of infatuation, lust, desire, and feelings of intense emotions like love and anger. And those were meant, that person, you had to feel those so that you could feel these triggers, so that you could feel that that trigger to break these barriers. Your soul needed to evolve and transform and break these barriers and gain this understanding to be able to push forward and become the phoenix. And so the phoenix is going to pop up for you many times in this lifetime. If it hasn't already, you can expect to hear a lot about the phoenix in the future. And the energy of the phoenix is with you because you're meant to experience the phoenix in this lifetime. But I feel like many of you are pushing past or removing obstacles that have resulted in like cultural differences, family situations, sexual orientations, family members with like racisms, things like that. You were meant to break through those obstacles and those barriers in this lifetime. Through your destined family members, friends, romantic partners. They are meant to trigger you so that you could push through those, push forward. It's so hard to bridge shuffle these with the long nails, but I'm gonna try. I am picking up some earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. See what I mean, guys? See what I mean, Vern? You guys know who that is? I don't even know why that came up. I haven't even said that in 20 years. Oh my goodness. Spirit, can we get more messages, please? I'm going to pull a few tarot, you guys, and then I'm going to let you go. And I will be back with another message for you guys. I want to wait till it gets a little dark because I just love reading it at night. Show me clearly. My clairseeing is stronger at night. The Four of Cups showed itself to me a couple of times. And the Four of Cups is like this very like apathetic type of energy. There may be something where you're dealing with a person or a situation where the grass is greener on the other side. There's this energy of like a refusal of offers or some sort of an offer not given. Disappointed over like receiving or not receiving an opportunity or some sort of an offer being taken off the table. I do feel like some of you are kind of feeling a little bit of being in a rut, and maybe even like comparing your skill set or what it is that you bring to the table or what you offer, like comparing that to other people. or comparing your self in some way to others. Like maybe asking yourself, why not me? Possibly with regards to a relationship or a job or some sort of passion or project that you want to do. Maybe asking yourself why can't I have that? Why can't that be me? Like that type of energy is something that I'm picking up on. And we have got the Three of Cups with the Four of Wands. Something here that has really been difficult for you, because I've got the Ten of Wands behind that. Something that has been very difficult for you is coming to an end, because we do have that 10, and the 10s represent an ending and a new beginning. And with the 10, that would reduce to a 1. The Ace of Wands is potential possibilities, the universe being limitless. But I do have this Three of Cups right here, which does represent happiness and celebration with the Four of Wands. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to cut the reading short, but I feel like that's destined. So what I've got here is that Spirit is letting you know that to pat yourself on the back for how far you've come already. There's reason to celebrate. And there, with the Three of Cups, this is like people gathering around to support you and congratulate you. And so I do feel like your spirit team is wanting to let you know that they are really stoked in the direction that you're headed, because this is what I was going to look at here. So with that visionary, the future, your spirit team really want you to know that they are very stoked about the direction that you're headed, and to really take time to celebrate yourself as they are celebrating you. But you guys, I hate that I have to end the reading right here. So, but I will be back. I really feel, all things in divine timing. I've got to, but it's important that I have to end right here. And I hate that. Oh my God, because I've really got to go. I will be doing another reading later, and we'll see if Spirit picks up from here, or if, we have a whole nother message. I don't know. We'll see. But just know that your spirit team want you to know that they are so excited about what lies ahead. And we'll look and see what lies ahead if we can channel this again later. But the divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste.